Alright, welcome back to another game. We have a top versus bottom on fastest map. Top teams are GanGstEr, Protoss, and LMX as Terran. Let's see here, red versus blue. And then the bottom team is LMX, GoOnnN, versus LMX RhyNO, both Protoss. And I'm your host, Noob. Call me Noob because I suck at Starcraft. Nobody saw that coming, did they? Anyway, let's get right into the game. Terran opening with a supply depot, and GanGstEr going right, straight, square with a pylon, then a gateway. Whereas our great player, LMX GoOnnN, gateway, and gateway, double gateway for green, followed by double barracks for Terran. Kind of curious. These games are definitely hit or miss sometimes, right? I'm sure everybody has been involved with these. I love to play team games on fastest maps, one of my favorite matchups to do. Almost always my team loses because of me, but that's okay. At least for me, not okay for them. Sucks for them. Anyway, again, back to the game. Getting the forge set up here with green. Go ahead and turn the red versus blue on. Might turn it back here in a minute since there's two Protoss on the same team. What are your favorite strategies in team games? Are you the type that likes to sit there and defend and go big or go home, or do you just come out and rush? I think there's two schools of thought here. If you can adequately defend for a few minutes, you definitely can get enough minerals going to build something great. I mean, one of my favorite things to do and why I'm a noob, I like to build these, I like to defend and then build up these big carrier armies as Protoss. But if your teammates are rushing, man, do they hate you when you do that. So definitely requires some strategy. That's one of the things I think that's neat about these games is, you get to see what a team strategy looks like. Right out of the gate, just turn these colors back, we have green, who's doing some exploratory zealot rushing versus you can tell yellow coming out with some zealots trying to attack the line. Nothing doing there. Just way too many zealots here for gray. Meanwhile, red is sending some marines. And they're going to get this cleaned up pretty quickly. So far, it looks like a Fast and Furious style game. Both seem to know exactly what they're doing. Neither one being greedy in any way, taking additional nexi. Is that the right term? I still don't know. That's another thing I need some help on as a noob. What do you call two nexuses? Nexi or nexuses? Our first major battle of the game. Not really that much of a battle. Gray coming in a little too late. Now that's going to leave this game open a little bit. Green going straight in though. And this will easily get cleaned up. There's just too many zealots here for yellow. Meanwhile, red is going to just go ahead and go straight in. And there you go. There's the next side. Don't know. Okay. Green's coming in to help clean this up. This should be no problem now. Cannons are going up. Starting to come online. It looks like this game might have a higher turn rate. Definitely seeing units come in faster, buildings. And they're just setting up shop here. Possibly to go 2-on-1. And Terran clearly worried about a Dark Templar style rush. Meanwhile, I don't see any indication that it's going to happen anytime soon. Green, of course, getting the Templar Archive, so that will be a possibility. And it looks like they're going to try to set up the contain here. There's your first cannon just outside of Gray's base. Nexi are up and running. Nexus up and running, second one. And we are still having issues here. Finally get some cannons coming. This should stop this for the most part. Tech-wise, it looks like Red is just now getting tanks and siege mode. I think that will be the way to go. If you build a bunch of tanks and cannons, you'll be very well protected. And the Dark Templar are out, so I guess I was wrong. This is not a surprise as a noob, but I don't think they'll be able to do anything here. That was a great setup of the barracks just there. And Yellow continues the pressure on Gray. Gray has got to do something here. That is a ton of Stim Marines coming in really fast. Oh, and they did find a way, surprisingly. Like I said, you always got to get those cannons set up super quickly. Meanwhile, this is not looking good for the bottom team. Kind of makes sense, right? The bottom team. Ha ha ha. Anyway, they are just going to continue to attack here. These cannons cannot get set up fast enough. Cannons are brutal against Terran ground army. Marines and fire bats is what I mean. Finally, that cannon is up. These Dark Templar can do nothing else here. And it looks like things are going to stabilize from this point. Eventually these guys are going to get cleaned up. They can't do too much. And here comes the Zealots to try to take this contain away. Will they have enough? It looks like it will be enough. So as things stabilize, what we're... Oh, I guess not. Wow. It looks like we are about even in total supply here. Pretty sure what we're going to see from here on out is Terran builds up some of that desperately needed tank count. Probably continue to see contains built out. Like I said, this combination of cannon and Terran mech units, particularly the tank, is very deadly. Oh boy, and he is going to just go ahead and set up back here. Smart move. Take out the Nexi. Take out the Templar Archives. Maybe even stop this. Oh, brutal. Can he get this before Storm is fully researched? Now, one thing I do think will become bigger here is it definitely looks as if Red has built out their infrastructure. Yellow, a little bit better, but green and gray are behind. They are so close. It looks like he's going to get that. Storm has made it. That could be huge. Oh, we got a storm drop. Great storm drop. Wow, he is left with 4. Now he's up to 8 mining probes. That's not good. Alright, Gray finally trying to push out again here. Not sure what Yellow was doing there. This, if you don't take care of this now, this is only going to get worse. Another storm drop coming in. Uh-oh, and it goes down. The one that had the PanthR is down. That's not going to work. Here we come. Look at this flood of units coming in. Marines, tanks. This is going to be very difficult to break. I don't want to say this game is over, but the writing is on the wall. Even though the supply for Yellow is down due to that great storm drop, it's going to be very hard to break this. Oh, great defensive matrix on that tank. Not sieged, however. They're going to build those cannons back up here. Again, this is just not enough. One thing to note, and I know this very well as a noob, but you got to think about the scale of your attack. You can't just send units to go attack. That did absolutely nothing. I gotta say, I'm confused by these Marines coming in here. I mean, I guess they help with the Zealots, but why not go with Goliaths and also mitigate the risk that could occur if there's any air units? Here we go, Green sending another group, but it's just not enough. What did they take out there? A cannon, a couple Dragoons. It was nothing. Looking for a storm here. No, didn't even get the storm off. And Yellow and Red being sneaky over here, taking a little bit more map control. Also probably going to get, yep, a couple barracks. Look at these tanks. The only bet now that would have worked, I think, would have been to go carrier. I don't know. This looks like it is too little too late. I'm not sure how Green or Gray can take this Terran army down. Storms definitely help, but look at this. 5 siege tanks, over 12 non-siege tanks. I'm not sure what Yellow is doing. He is not contributing at all to this battle. Except for building some of these cannons, but look, he's got plenty of minerals to build, and he has not. Yellow resembling me as a player, I love it, although much faster. It just seems this game has come down to red versus gray, and red is winning. Look at this power. 1-1 upgrades, not that great. Yellow has no upgrades. Gray has 1-1. And again, sitting here not doing much. Gotta get those units up here. Reaver's great idea, especially against cannons. Fantastic against cannons, but not so much against tanks. Can never get the range with tanks. Meanwhile, a whole new group of tanks is incoming. Even more right there. Hopefully we can start seeing yellow get some more units in here. I don't know, this looking still like game is over here. Man, I mean, I guess if I was green, I would have gone mass zealot or carrier here to try to alleviate some of this. Right now, neither one really has an answer for air units. And look at this. The tanks just keep rolling in. Finally, gray is making some headwork, though. Those Reavers did do some damage. This is just so much Terran. Great storm there. Great use of Reavers right here. Not enough, though. Look at this. Literally gave it everything he had. Both of them. But on the bright side for Team Bottom, they're actually slightly ahead unit-wise. And red is back at it on this north end. Finally, this push looks like it's gonna clear this out. And look, they're retreating now. Gray's gotta go take care of those tanks. But oh my gosh, another massive grouping of tanks, and these tanks just keep on coming. I just don't see green getting to get this completely set up. There's just no way. This is too much. Good for green and gray getting those tanks out. They desperately needed that, but look at this. This is control now. This is going to be very hard to beat. And wisely does not have all of the tanks sieged. Oh, well, just said that. There you go, sieged. And this is going to be Dragoon soup. Yellow can get these cannons up almost immediately, which is not really doing. Just kind of sitting there. You know, they could definitely control this. It would basically be game over. The longer they let green and gray hang in there, though, the harder it's going to get. I mean, we're looking at over 24 tanks here. 2-2 now. 3-2 on Protoss. zealots are just evaporating. Green, look at this. Going big on the Reavers. And things have calmed down just a little bit. Again, this favors the Terran Protoss group, Team Top, as they're going to get everything set up and in place. It'll be virtually impossible for the bottom team to break this very soon. Like that's a little far up pushing. Not sure Gray is paying any attention to this. Get these guys out, give them a couple storms, do something. Oh my gosh. That is a noob move. There we go, finally getting the storm out. Get a couple more. Break this. Good storms. There's so many tanks. Finally getting these cannons up for yellow. That will be huge. Yellow will no longer be able to harass them. And honestly, if yellow can get a bunch of dragoons down here, I mean, that's it. Green is just completely taken out of the game. Got the Arbor tech going. Uh-oh. He wants to end this fashionably. Going with the nuke. I really hope we get to see that. Look at all these. Gotta get that set up so that the Dragoons are coming out here. Still not sure what happened to all those Reavers. Possibly just missed it. Oh my gosh, like 20 more tanks, more than 20 tanks on their way. This is looking really bad. One nuke on the way. Ghost reporting soon. And this is it. This is going to be game over. Gray just has nothing to stop this. And I'm not sure that Green cares anymore. Good storm. Too little, too late. Got the 3-3 now. Got the nuke done. Ghost is reporting. That's it. That's going to be game over. All right. Top team wins. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats for you stats nerds. Pretty salty. Not sure if it was the initial PanthR storm that really set yellow back, but wow. Red, fantastic work there. Gray really had to battle. Green had a chance to step up, they didn't. And Team Top wins. All right, that was another team match. Thanks for watching. Bye.